the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I am waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I am waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
Everything is a disaster today. My office a disaster. Traffic was a disaster. Tour was a disaster. McDaniel was a disaster. The offense just a disaster. The secondary a disaster. Everything was a disaster today. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's easy to say it's just practice. It's easy to say, oh, the good thing is it's just practice. That wasn't practice. That was a massacre. That was terrible. And there's so many things that I have to say to put it all together. Today was the epitome of what I've been trying to tell y'all for the very longest. The epitome, y'all. Today was the epitome of it. I'm going to show y'all some stuff real quick, and we're going to break it all down. Listen to me, you people who want to say it's too early, it's just training camp, it's just practice. At what point are you going to get tired of playing the same old boring song of chill out? It's too early for all of that. When are you going to get tired of that? Nothing wrong with your optimism. I love optimism. But when you going to get tired of being wrong, just stop. So I'm about to show y'all some stuff real quick. I want to show y'all something. Okay? I'm going to pull up my Twitter timeline. And I'm going to show y'all something. Share screen. Okay, here it is. Finally. Share. I want to show y'all something real quick. Let me get this on audio, make sure I'm good, because I need y'all to hear this. I knew we were doomed for practice as soon as I saw this on Twitter this morning. Let me see, where was it? So I want y'all to notice something. Yesterday, this was 17 hours ago, Omar tweeted out, Tyreek wearing a Tua jersey on the team flight. How do you folks not catch the hint being dropped? I said, what's the hint? That he's hurt? That was 17 hours ago. So that shows you that was yesterday. Then he talks about 10 wins, blah, blah, blah. And I say, correct. That was 17 hours ago. Ever since then, I've been asleep. I woke up, and the first thing I saw when I woke up, as you can see on my Twitter timeline, shout out to Fins Extra, I reposted this because Ben Johnson spoke about this practice before it happened. And here's your proof. 6 hours ago, before practice even happened, I retweeted it. Going on 7 hours. This was before we even practiced. Before we even practiced, I retweeted this, but the only reason I retweeted it, because y'all know I quote tweet almost everything. But the only reason I just retweeted it is because I said, I'm going to have to come back to this clip later and prove to people something. Because Ben Johnson said something that told me, oh my gosh, we about to have a terrible practice. Watch this.
It's really hard to gauge. And I know with his unit, he's looking to get some really good work with their starters in. And so
y'all hear that?
And that's really going to be the emphasis. Our ones are going to get the majority of the workload.
Can y'all hear Ben Johnson? I do want to make sure before we proceed, make sure my audio good. Can you hear him? Put it in the chat. Yes or no? Yeah, okay. Let's cook.
We'll still get plenty with the 2s and the 3s mixed in there, but this can be huge for really our starting offense and our starting defense to see where we stand. Because when you go against each other for so long, it's really hard to gauge. And so I know, like, Miami's got a ton of speed on offense.
Now listen to this.
And the way we want to play defense is to challenge, be up in your face, reroute you, man to man. And so
let me play that again.
Defense is to challenge, be up in your face, reroute you, man to man. We want to play defense is to challenge, be up in your face, reroute you, man to man. We want to play defense is to challenge, be up in your face, reroute you, man to man. And so it'll be a little bit of a track meet here for our.
Did y'all hear that? The way we want to play them on defense is get up in your face, reroute you.
our coverage guys to
reroute
the
you.
way we want to play defense is to challenge, be up in your face, reroute you, man to man, and so
Man-to-man reroute you. What have I been telling y'all for the longest? There's a reason why our system's been figured out. There is a specific thing that teams are doing. And I keep telling y'all this, and y'all keep on arguing with me about this spot throwing crap. Spot throwing is throwing to a spot. It's not throwing to the receiver. It's throwing to a spot, hoping the receiver gets there. And the way that you disrupt all this quote unquote great spot throwing, you disrupt the timing. You get the receivers off of their mark.
a ton of speed on offense. And the way we want to play defense is to challenge, be up in your face, reroute you, man to man. And so
reroute you. That's the key against this defense. Just make sure the receiver doesn't get to the spot on time. He may get there, but he's going to be late. And the ball's going to come anyway on time. This is why y'all keep letting these quote-unquote football gurus, who I'm now willing to just boldly say they don't know what they talking about. Ex-players and everything around here. Oh, look at the elite anticipation. Man, stop with that crap, man. Pay attention. It looks like it when it's all pretty, when nobody reroutes you. It looks like, that's why it looks so elite. That's why they say elite anticipation. It looks elite because when the timing is on, you got balls threading needles and all this and that, and it's just looking glorious. No, the timing's just perfect, baby. You reroute a receiver, the ball's still coming on time, but oh, why was nobody there? Why was it still thrown? That's not anticipation. See, real anticipation means if you're rerouted, I'm going to anticipate the new spot. Yes, every quarterback spots throws. But anticipation is actively identifying what's happening on the field and putting the ball where the guy should end up, not where you practice they need to end up. There's a difference of where you should end up and where you practice you need to end up. We practice where you need to end up. Elite quarterbacks put it where they see that you're going to end up. Why is that so hard for people to get? That's all they do now. They either play you man-to-man, bump you at the line, disrupt the timing, or they play zone, and when you get to about that 5-yard cushion, they hit you one time and let you go to reroute you. Teams are now doing it out of man and zone. Man coverage, bullying you at the line of scrimmage. Zone coverage, come on, get to your 5-yard mark, and I'm going to hit you because I know the ball coming out quick. I'm going to make that one legal hit that I can make at the 5-yard line and then let you go and hope that that disrupts the timing. And guess what? If the receiver is big and bad enough and they just eat it, they can still get through. But we got these small receivers. Like, for the life of me, I've been arguing this for so long, and then the evidence is just all in your face. No, that ain't the end of it. I'm going to let y'all hear that one more time, and then I got even more evidence.
Like Miami's got a ton of speed on offense. And the way we want to play defense is to challenge, be up in your face, reroute you, man to man. And so it'll be a little bit of a track meet here for our coverage guys to run with some of these guys. Because, I mean, it's speed not only with the wideouts, but
nobody want to deal with our speed. So let's just do what we know we need to do. Let's go ahead and slow it down from inception. Within the first 5 yards, let's get hands on these guys. Let's slow their momentum down. People don't understand. You messed all that speed up. If Tyreek Hill is on the outside and he's about to run a 40, 50-yard go, and you don't touch him, he's going to beat you 99% of the time. All it takes is for one little jam, and hey, he's delayed on beat. He's still gonna beat you, but he delayed on beating you. And don't let him get 5 yards and then you hit him. He might actually lose balance and fall because he already out the gate fast. Now let's move forward. Let me show y'all more stuff. Patrick Paul just got ground during his first one-on-one. Bears receivers whipped Dolphins corners one-on-one. Eric Ezukama just got laid out. Tua was just picked off by Jaquan on 7-on-7 drills. Tua just got intercepted. Okay. I'm going to show y'all this tweet real quick. Watch this. This was interesting to me. Miami clearly struggling with how physical the Bears defense is being. Remember that. Oh, I'm going to find it. I'm going to show y'all. Where is that? Where is that? Here it is. Here it is. Omar Kelly put this out. The Dolphins offensive line isn't doing bad. Get that straight first. But these wide receivers clearly aren't used to playing physical cornerbacks. Tons of players being rerouted. Tua is throwing to spots and no receiver is there. That's not the norm. You think it's only against the good teams because they know what to do. Now you got bad teams doing it. Oh, Lord. Like, this is what, and you know what? I be arguing with these people out here and people that I debate. I say, what y'all don't realize is if the receiver gets rerouted, he gonna throw it anyway. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. He don't throw it anyway. He has elite anticipation. I say it's not. It's spot throwing. No, it's anticipation. I said, I'm telling y'all, watch the film. If he throws an interception and nobody's around and you're like, why did he throw that? Go watch the receiver. I guarantee you they got pushed on the ground or something before he even released the ball. And Omar, for the first time, has actually said this. He still probably won't put it together. He still probably won't admit it. The man literally said, tons of players are being rerouted. Tua is throwing to spots and no receiver is there. Don't see, if a player gets rerouted, elite anticipation, the pass gets rerouted. That's what y'all don't understand, that I've been yelling to the top of my lungs for the last several years trying to tell y'all the film can show you. He does not anticipate. Y'all out here listening to all these people, oh, such great elite anticipation. Even Kurt Warner questioned himself. Kurt Warner came out one time, oh, Tua had such great elite anticipation. Then he had a whole bunch of throws of that elite anticipation when nobody's there, and he literally tweeted, I'm confused about this offense. I'm starting to wonder, is it anticipation or what is it? Then a week later, he back to saying it's elite anticipation. Y'all don't get it. When you play the best teams, and Chicago shouldn't even be considered one of the best teams. When you play the best teams in the league, they already know the game plan. Oh, we ain't got to worry about Tua. Just mess with them receivers. The ball going to get thrown anyway. He going to throw it. And we're going to have opportunities. You got DBs in this league on podcasts talking about, oh, we get excited when we play Tua because we know there's an opportunity to get a pick. No, Q. It is anticipation. It's not extending a play. When you're in that pocket and you have time, you survey the field. If a receiver gets knocked off his spot, that means you need to change where you're throwing it. to where they're going to be. That's not extending a play. Extending a play is when you're disrupted in the pocket and you have to get more time. Stop that, man. Y'all listen, you can keep making excuses all you want. I'm just saying to you, y'all can't explain these throws. Omar out here talking about Tua is throwing the spots and no receivers is there. You explain it. Explain it. Please tell me why did he throw it? If the receiver ain't there, why he throwing it? It's Tua, Q, because that's the limitation of the offense. Even Kurt Warner said that too. It's going to work more than it's not. It's going to get you in trouble sometimes, but you'll have more success than failures. And we have always had more success than failures doing it, but it'll never amount to anything when you play the big dogs. See, this is the type of offense with a player like him that's limited, that has to do this, that's going to win you 9, 10, 11 games every year. But when the rubber meets the road, you ain't never getting over that hump, because now you got a whole group of teams that know exactly what to do against you. And that's why we don't only play bad in those games, we play horrific in the big games. We don't just play bad, we play horrific. Y'all don't ever notice the night and day between the 70-point Broncos and a random Chiefs game? Y'all don't never know, like great teams, there isn't that large of a variance. You can get beat, but it ain't that large of a variance. You got the Bengals out here losing 45-40, 43 or whatever. The Bills out here beating the Lions 45-42 or whatever it was. That's how you lose as a good team. You don't get 27-10 thrown on you, and 7 of them 10 was in the fourth quarter when it really didn't matter. Y'all don't see the difference. All y'all pay attention to is the 70. Oh, we need to recreate that. You only recreated it because it was the Broncos when they were down. Y'all think that's the norm. You are, when you play great teams, that's who you are. If you compete with a good team, you're a competitor. And I'm not talking about a random Buffalo game. That's a division game. The worst teams in the league compete in their own division. Even if they lose every game, they compete in their division because you know that team best. I'm not talking about a random Buffalo. This is why I got so excited when we had that Baltimore game, but then you look at a rookie out there and terrible defense being called. I mean, at the end of the day, we need to start being honest, man. We out here trying to fix everything around the actual issue. Now, did the rest of the team look trash today? Yeah, but we've already known that. We know them corners was going to get cooked. We knew that. And let me tell you another thing. We've been out here all this time talking about, our wide receivers carving the corners up. That tells you even more how bad our corners are. Because they wouldn't cook in the day. Oh, well, Tyreek was hurt. Well, that's another point to be made. This is why I tell y'all, Tyreek is everything in this offense. He's everything in this offense. Ronnie said, TD, stop. The Bears are elite now. No, that's the problem. Even the bad teams have figured it out. Why you think I put emergency? It's an emergency. The bad teams have figured it out. Oh, are we going to win 3 games? No. Oh, my gosh. And see, that's the point. That is the point. The bad teams have figured it out. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. We cannot go out like this, man. We cannot go out like this. And Mike McDaniel wanted to get the starters a lot of work. Even Ben Johnson said that too. You know, me and Mike want to get the starters a lot of the reps. They got like 80% of the reps. And it was abysmal. Now, yeah, there was some positive. Patrick Paul, who one-on-one got destroyed, but in teams, that left side of the line in the run game, they ate Jonah Savanaya and Patrick Paul. They ate. The right side ain't did nothing. The right side didn't do nothing. Then it was a moment where Tua was getting sacked on every play. Then all of a sudden the O-line is blocking better, but then Tua out there throwing to nobody, putting it in the spot, scratching his head like, was this someone supposed to be there? Can't make this up. You can't make this up. You cannot. Let me read this again for the people in the back. Dolphins offensive line isn't doing bad, but these wide receivers clearly aren't used to playing physical cornerbacks. Tons of players being rerouted. Tua is throwing to spots and no receiver is there. That's not the norm. And the part that kills me is when Omar says that's not the norm. It actually is just against the better teams in the league, and that's why we lose. And this is why, see, this is where people used to call me a big time hater, right? When we would play a sorry team, and I'll be calling the game on a Sunday, and I'll be like, look at all this cushion they giving us. Oh, they just giving free releases and everything. Yeah, we gonna cook them today. And we go out there and we put up 350 passing yards and we got 3 touchdowns and everybody excited because we beat this bum team. And I'm like, well, they ain't challenge us on defense whatsoever. They allowed our receivers to ride free. They allowed our timing to be perfect. They made life easy for us. Oh, they didn't do it. We took it. Okay, you believe that? Then take it in 2 weeks when we play them. Take it in 4 weeks when we play them. And every time we got to that 2-week mark, that 4 week, whenever that game was, we got obliterated. Receivers falling on the ground, the ball coming, all kind of crap. It's clear, just watch a game and say, oh, they giving 10-yard cushion. Yeah, we about to have a completion. Oh, they giving free releases. We're about to eat. Yep, today, this is a give-in. Like almost every game we won, I knew we were going to win, with the exception of that Baltimore and the Chargers week 1, until you found out they had the worst defense in the NFL that year, ranked 32nd. Glenn said you can see Tua had to throw. Can't hold on the ball forever. Receivers got dominated. I'm shocked, Glenn, you out here making excuses for Tua. Let's say what you're saying is correct. Tua had to throw because he can't hold on to the ball forever. Then why he ain't throw it out of bounds and get to the next play? You do understand, Glenn, he was giving up 6 points twice, pick sixes. You do understand that, right? Potential 14 points. And what we say is, oh, the receiver's not getting open. For real? That's what we gonna do? Albeit they may have not have been getting open, but you get rid of the football. Let me tell you why Tua is one of the quarterbacks who throw the ball away the least. Because he's a spot thrower. You don't throw it away when you're a spot thrower because you throw the ball to the spot. You don't actually anticipate, because if you anticipate, you would see, oh man, he's not going to be there. Oh crap, nothing there. Let me get rid of it. Do you notice he's one of the least? He throws the ball away the least in the NFL. One of the least amount of throwaway quarterbacks in the NFL. Some of y'all can't even recall the last time you remember him throwing the ball away. Just throwing it too far out of bounds. Intentionally. Some of y'all can't even compute in your head. Oh, well, I remember when he did it there. Some of you can't even find that one time in your mind right now where he threw the ball away. Because spot throwers don't throw the ball away. Every play, they need to get it to that spot. Unless it's just a blown up O-line and then they hold it and try to do something. But outside of that, just general in the pocket, they throw it. And that's what caused the interceptions today. Finn's up boy said, bruh, it's just practice. How you practice is how you play. If it's just practice, then why are they practicing? I mean, what is this for? It means nothing now? Practice means nothing? Are y'all really going to AI this moment? Y'all really going to Allen Iverson this moment and say it's just practice? It doesn't mean anything? Then why they do it? Are they out there trying to make mistakes, or are they out there trying to perform well in practice? They're trying to put it together the right way. They're trying to win their one-on-ones. They're trying to win their battles. They're trying to make great throws. They're trying to make reads. They're trying. That's what practice is. The same thing as the game. How you practice is how you play. They are trying to mimic how they're going to be in the game. That is wild to me. See what I'm talking about? Practice is to make mistakes and fix them. No, practice is not to make mistakes. What are y'all talking about? You may make mistakes in practice, and it only allows you the opportunity to fix it. But you're not going out there like, all right, let me go make a mistake so I can fix it. What is y'all talking about? They're trying to fix the mistakes in practice. So therefore, they're trying to do it the right way. And if they're not doing it the right way, they're going to continue to try to fix it. But if they're practicing bad and they're not fixing anything, that's what they're going to put on the field. When you walk off the field, you should feel like, yeah, I think I'm better in that area. I fixed that today. You think the Miami Dolphins felt like they were a better offense when it was over? That they went out there and they fixed some mistakes today? Please tell me yes or no in the chat. Do you think the Miami Dolphins offense went out there and fixed some issues today? Or did they discover more? Which one is it? Y'all need to stop listening to these cliche words of, oh, it's just this. It's to just make mistakes. Y'all sound like the just general person that's just giving you football fluff. And really, nobody even says that stuff anymore. You know why? Because it's all crap. Only people say that is people that's making content trying to just put out something and sound intelligent. But the truth of the matter is you go into practice to perfect your craft. And every rep you take, you're trying to be the best version of it you can. When you don't practice well, that means you ain't it yet. You want to have a perfect practice. It's just practice. And then when they go out there on the field and put up a stinker, we ignore the fact that they practice like that. Mistakes happen, TD. Yes, they do. They do. And nothing's wrong with mistakes. But you got to make less and less. You have to make less and less. You got to win days. You have to win some days, especially when the test comes. I know it wasn't a game, but this joint practice was a test. You know why? They got live action against their non-team, and they wanted to see how they measured, and they looked like a little boy to a grown man today. At least our offense did. Y'all think that they just went out there to try to figure things out? No, they wanted to instill their will today. And even I haven't even gotten on the elephant in the room. I haven't even brought up the elephant in the room. Oh my gosh, y'all got me going back and forth about practice, and I haven't even addressed the elephant in the room today. They had us so discombobulated, we out there fighting ourselves. You talk about the embarrassment. Mike McDaniel has to be embarrassed. We were fighting ourselves. Teron Armstead, Mike McDaniel, and Tyreek Hill had to get in and separate them. Our own players were fighting each other. Is this the new culture? 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 And I see our people in the chat, the Bears are just built more physical and this and that, and this. You might be right, but we ain't ever going to compete against the best teams in the AFC, especially in the playoffs, until we get more physical. Supposedly, we brought in more physical players this year. What's up? What's up? What's this about? You know, I know some people are saying, oh, well, they're just, policing their own players. When you're getting obliterated like that, you gotta, come on, man. Let's be honest, y'all. You gotta save face. Hey, y'all done took a million L's today, and now at the end of practice, we trying to hold each other accountable. Come on, y'all. Give me that in the first drive. Give me that in the first drive, and maybe we could talk. But you done got obliterated all day, and at the very end, now all of a sudden, we holding each other accountable? No, man, you can't be out there fighting. That's a bad look. And it's one thing to fight the other team, but each other, that just means you don't have it together. Even if you got to police each other in public like that, it's embarrassing. That was embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Now, y'all, some of y'all are master spinners. Well, that's accountability. Okay. Okay. All right. That's him holding the other player accountable. If you dominate, there's no need to police. Exactly. But that's when you have a team. See, this goes hand in hand. This is where it goes hand in hand with your roster. When you got a team of players, this you got a handful of guys that's capable and a whole bunch of development pieces and hopefuls. It's a gap. And these guys, the handful of guys that's ready for war, they're like, we suck, man, and I don't want to suck. I'm worthy of being a part of good. I want to be surrounded with guys better than me, but I'm still good. And I'm like we got players that, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, they're a 7, but they the best one in the room. That it don't work, man. It don't work. It don't really work like that. That 7 is like, man, I could be on a Super Bowl team competing. But I'm the best one in the room, and we getting cooked all over the field. I'm making a few plays here and there, but we getting cooked. God, we stand on the field. We looking bad. People talking about us. All that stuff catch up. That's why they get mad. That's why they get heated. That's why they start beefing and fighting. You can lose the locker room like this. Yeah, I agree, Q. I don't like losing. I don't like being bad. I don't like being the worst. I don't like being a part of a losing unit. I don't. That isn't me. I just don't. I've never been raised to accepting a participation trophy. We all win as long as we have fun playing. Like, it ain't in me. Listen, all y'all people, overreaction Friday, bro, it's just practice. Listen, I'm numb to all of that. Those who done been on this channel long enough, they know y'all come in here and do that every year. And what be the end result? What be the end result? Oh, let me give you another one. Let me throw another one out there. Anybody heard how did Zach Zealer do anything today? I'm just curious. Did y'all hear anything from Zach? Just curious. I'm just curious. Maybe he was dominating. We'll find out. We'll find out soon. I heard Kenneth Grant made a few plays, did a few things. Anybody heard from Sealer? How his day was? Oh, okay. All right. We'll see. Because my eyes are all on Sealer this year. Because I want to see how he performs this year. This will be the year he can prove he don't need help next to him. Because, boy, that's still unproven. We don't know. We made a big assumption. So have the fans. At first, he had Christian here. And I heard some of y'all, well, Christian was gone last year. He still did it. Calais Campbell played at a high level last year. So this year, we're going to find out. We're going to find out when it matters most. How the middle of that line holds it down. We're going to find out. Shout out to Brooks getting the pick. Shout out to Brooks getting the pick. And you know what? My guy told me that first Tua interception, that pick six, was just like the Minka one in practice. Just put it right on the outside to a spot, took it to the house. Just like the Minka one in practice. Where Minka just ran right up in front of it. What were the good points? We talked about them. I just told you Jordan Brooks. I told you already in this stream about Patrick Paul and Jonah Savanaya having an absolute beast of a day on the left side. And Madison, come on. You've been having a great camp. As soon as real physical, and they not even truly tackling y'all. And you fumbled twice. And where Willie Gay at? Where you at? You been balling all camp. Where were you today? I ain't see a single tweet with your name. But I'll get more on that. I got to talk to Allen because he was on the defensive side. I will see what Poop says. All right, we'll see what Allen says about Willie Gay and Sealer. We'll see. Maybe, hopefully, he give me a different report. You a Panic fan? This where mistaken can be made. Hint. Practice, big dog. Yeah, but MK, man, when you've been doing this for 7 years now, and you've been accused of panicking all 7 years, and then all 7 years, what happened, at what point do you stop saying I'm panicking? Like, at what point do y'all just actually mature? And get off your pride. I mean, just call it what it is. It's like if you don't lock your car door and somebody go in there on Monday and steal your wallet. On Tuesday, you don't lock your car door. And you know you didn't. And you go down there like, I hope nobody, they got me again. How many times does that have to happen? Does that make you negative if you on day 7 say, hey, man, if I don't lock this door right now, I'm going to get robbed? Does it make you negative when you go upstairs and say, I didn't lock my car door. I know I done got robbed. Oh, that just make you miss the negative Nancy? No. It doesn't. It's your reality. It's almost so definite it becomes the rule. Not with no exception. It's the rule. Our corners are not good. They're gonna get toasted this year. Make. Oh my God. See, you know what it is? You know what it is? Y'all put in the chat right now. Y'all put in the chat right now. Give me one team you think is going to be absolute garbage this year. Put it in the chat. Any team in the NFL. Give me one team in the chat that you think is going to be absolute garbage. Please tell me in the chat. Please tell me in the chat. Give me a team. Browns, Jets, Giants, Saints, Raiders. Man, Dolphins. Some of y'all say, oh man, Cardinals. Like, it's easy to be honest about another team and not feel like you're being negative. Because if I ask the follow-up question and say, why do you feel that way? You're going to name some of the same things that I can name about the Dolphins. It's just you love the Dolphins, so it's stopping you from being honest with yourself. So instead, you want to attack me for being honest and say, oh my gosh, you panicking, man. You need to stop this. This is why I can't deal with you, blah, blah, blah. You can be honest about other stuff. This is because you're in your feelings. And I get it because you're a fan. You know, fans are always in their feelings, you know. That's why if I'm on the AFC's round table, I'm having the Dolphins back. No matter how bad I think it might be, I'm gonna try my best to ride for them regardless, because that's for fandom. That's for me to try to hope. That's for me to get excited. But on this channel, this isn't that kind of fan channel. This is the fan channel that really, truly wants the team to be better. So we got to have honest conversations about why we aren't. We got to have honest conversations about why we aren't. When you care that much, it's like a addict. Until you break down the truth of this is what you're struggling with and this is why, we got to address that. We got to address the trauma and the mental trauma that you're dealing with. We can't just say stop drinking. Or just keep drinking. Like, that's what we're doing. We just keep drinking. Like, oh, it's okay. I'm struggling with it, but I'm just going to keep throwing them back. We all know where that leads us eventually. I try to have, I promise y'all, if we get things right and we make the right decisions, we will see success and you will see the most positive, optimistic person because that's what they're giving us. I'm trying to be a fair channel. I'm trying to be a channel that's, of course, I'm going to be live and excited and dramatic because I love having fun. That's who I am. But until we see those days, I'm giving you what the team gives us. That's what this content is based on. I've already told people I can't be the man that lies to you every week just for donations and clicks anymore. I don't think I got a single donation on this stream yet. But if I promise you, if I started out talking about, it's all right, it's just practice. You know, I like that they work through these things and that things. They needed that because they struggle against that. Next time they're going to be great. I already had a few lit up things on the screen. It's the truth. I already know. That's how it works. It's how it works. I actually want to see us win a Super Bowl. Not talk about, well, you know, making the playoffs is the ultimate success. Like, my brain don't compute that. My brain doesn't compute just making the playoffs. Now, do I love an extra game every year? Absolutely. But I would love an extra 3 to 4 games every year if I can get it. That's what I would love. And shout out to Juan answering the call, showing some love for the truth. Salute to you, man. But that's what I would love. I always, I ain't a jealous person, but I do get jealous about this stuff sometimes, man. I'd be like, man, Could you imagine how Baltimore Ravens fans feel? They kind of kick back like, man, we just got to get over that hump. See, they got different problems. You know? Oh, we get them 2 to 3 extra games every year. We get that every year. They ain't nothing. We out here stressing about that. They like, oh, that's child's play. You know, we up here in the penthouse. Y'all on the elevator trying to get access. Hey, can you turn the key so I can get to them other floors? That's what we doing. They up there already, kick back, legs up, like, man, how can we get to the floor above us? We just got to figure out that one more floor. But they get to enjoy them 3 games and that competitiveness and that exciting, extra long football season. And we out here crying over just trying to make the wild card and calling that a success. Well, Mike McDaniel made it twice. Even that's success. Like, it don't equate for me. So for them people in the chat, why don't you become the coach, Mr. Negative? Hey, if I could, I would. Now, I probably only win 2 games, but because listen, I'm not claiming to be perfect. What I'm doing is when you see that you fail, has anybody stopped to identify why have we failed? The problem is what I've noticed in my research over the last 7 years of our failure is we are habituals of continually moving the reason. And I realize this is my conclusion. This year's the O-line. Then it's the corners. Now it's the quarterback got hurt. Now it's the O-line again when the quarterback healthy. Oh my gosh, the secondary getting killed again. Where's the pass rush? Back to the corners. Oh, the quarterback hurt again, or he not good, or whatever it may be. Back to the corners. Oh man, we need a third weapon at wide receiver. We don't have any wide receivers. Then you go get some. We got wide receivers. Now we don't have corners. And we just playing this dumb boo-boo the fool game at all 10 years, 15, 20 years past. And I start to say to myself, okay, there got to be something deeper in football than chasing the rabbit, right? And I'm like, what are the big ticket items? What are the big items? And I start studying it. And I started realizing, so Josh Allen can have players hurt. Josh Allen can have a subpar offense with no weapons and get better. Why is he getting better results? We know the answer. Okay, all right. Well, this team is fresh and new, the Commanders. They ain't got all that wide receiver there. I mean, it's straight, but it ain't all that. They don't have all the firepower in the world. They need help on the O-line, too. Their O-line ain't great. That's why they traded for Tunsil. But they can go to an NFC championship game? What is it? Not only do we know what it is, we also start to bring in another big element in the financials. Oh, not only is it they found a guy, but they're only paying him $10 million a year. There go a combination with a correlation. All these little things, y'all need to stop talking about them like that's the end all be. Oh, the O-line, oh, the running game, oh, the this and that. Yes, they impact the team, but you got to start with the big items first. Because if you address a big item, you'll start to say, oh, even though that's struggling, we can survive despite. See, y'all keep on trying to fix all the little things. There's like 12 little things and 3 big things. Do you know that if you fix one big thing, you'll only have to worry about maybe 4 little things? Like one big thing being fixed will mask a whole bunch of the other ones. But y'all don't care. Y'all want to just keep on playing jingle with them 12 things and ignoring them big 3. And I'm not saying the O-line isn't a big 3. I'm not saying injuries isn't a big 3. I'm not saying the quarterback isn't a big 3. I'm just saying this is how our fan base is. They always playing with the little 12 things trying to figure it out. Why? Because they be in their feelings about the other 3 big things. No, they can't be touched no matter what. But what if that is the problem? then you'll never be where you want to be because you're so stuck on them 12 little things. You're not focusing on what can move the needle quicker. Why is it teams that go through complete rebuilds and in 1 year, they in NFC championship games, they in AFC divisional rounds in 1 year, and we can't even win a Super Bowl in 50,000 million years? Shout out to MC, said, TD, I watch almost every YouTuber on Dolphins, and you have been right almost all the time. And I can actually see what you say play out all the time. Some people ain't patient, though. I may say something and have real logical reason behind it, but no, that's crazy, bro. That ain't happening. And a year and a half passed, and it happens exactly that way. They don't even remember they disagreed about it. They just like, man, I can't believe that happened. I keep trying to tell y'all, but they bucket me saying I keep trying to tell y'all, and oh, well, what, you keep telling us we failing? No, pay attention to the things I say. People, they call it trolling. I don't be trolling like that. I have a good time and make jokes, but I be serious on a lot of this stuff. And here's your litmus test. Here's your test. Tell me what you disagree with that has happened the way you thought it would. Now, I ain't right about everything. You might be able to name 1 or 2 things, but I done said 15, 20, 30 things in the last 7 years that have been major things that people have disagreed mightily with. Tell me, name the things that have been wrong. Name, and I'm going to get some. You're going to be able to say, well, you're wrong about that. But I promise you, I know I'm batting at least 80%. I know I'm batting at least 80. I know it because I've been stopped letting my feelings get involved 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I wiped out all my feelings towards this mess and start just calling it how it is. No, ain't nothing to be named that you ain't tell us. Yeah, I'm see, and that's another thing I do. I try to be, because I said I know I'm batting 80 because I'm probably doing 95, but I'll say 80 just so I ain't got to argue with the arguers. But you know what they do? They'll go crawl in their corner and go over to where they feel comfort, because over here is the uncomfortable truth. And please miss me with that. Well, don't be a fan then. You can't tell me not to be a fan. Matter of fact, I'm urging you to care as much as I am if you want to have a fan off. Like, come on, man. Y'all don't understand, man. As having fun doing this, I am sick of Dan Mitchell smirk. Think I want to go on the AFC's round table and he get to talk all confident, and then I got to sound crazy trying to defend the Dolphins? I want that mess. It's ridiculous. And here's what's even worse. Y'all remember that year where we won 11 games and we lost the division? Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that year we won 11 games and lost the division? If you do you remember when we were doing the Dolphins roundtable with Doug and CB? And do you remember when I was saying, oh, we're doing very well, and oh, you're not impressed yet? You don't see that this is it now? And y'all don't remember when I was like, y'all listen, man, look who we played. Now you see what we about to play? You're going to be able to, oh, like I lost people, like literally subscribers were in my inbox. I love you, TD, but I can't listen to you anymore. To suggest that we could even collapse at this point, you are a hater. And I'm disappointed in you. I just can't watch you anymore. And I was humbly saying to people, I'm giving you logic. The wins we have were against all the bums. We ain't beat nobody good. And what, Lord, we ain't beat nobody good. At least I wasn't even telling them that we were gonna bomb. I just said at least wait for that game, and that game. And what ended up happening? And I even start saying, if we lose, I'm telling you, it was week 12, and I was like, if we lose this division, I'm done. And the sad thing is, I'm trying to tell y'all there's a chance we could. Bro, we 3 games up, man, and we already got 9 or whatever, 10 wins. You tripping. What happened? What happened? Pay attention to the schedule. Pay attention to the opponents. Know our strengths and know the opponent's strengths. Know our weaknesses and know their strengths against our weaknesses. It can kind of tell you these games. I didn't want it to happen. But if I wasn't a Dolphin fan and I had to put $1 million on it or my family under a bridge, unfortunately, I would have bet that we were still not going to win the division. 3 games up with like 5 or 6 games left. Because that's what all the data would tell you based off of who we beat, who we can't beat, who we got to play left. It was right there written. And my haters, other people that do kind of all that stuff, this should tell y'all how much of a hater he is, thinking that this ain't the year. Nobody comes back. Well, one person came back, the homie Omnaron. He dropped me too, man. But he came back and said, I'm sorry, bro. I never doubt you again. Stop bringing up past years. Well, Austin, tell the people in the chat, stop acting like this. Stop acting exactly the way you did in the past years have been wrong. The only reason I always bring up the past because I get people in the comment section with the insanity doing the same thing over and over. Every year around this time, I get 1 million, bro, you tripping. It's only early. It's this, it's that. And y'all act like y'all act like we balled out today against the Bears, and I'm on screen saying, yeah, but it's the Bears. They ain't doing that. Y'all act like I'm being negative about good. Y'all act like I'm on here being negative about good stuff. Were they not trash today? So what's the problem with me telling the truth about today? Y'all act like I'm up here discounting anything good. I even told you the good stuff with our rookies on the old line. Kenneth Grant showed up. Fuller made some plays. Defense, I might have, had an even kill day where they held their own. I already said all that stuff. But again, a lot of my haters, they only want to hear. They only want to hear the things that make me seem like I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm controversial and all that stuff. As long as Greer, because I lost that super chat. Let me see. The homie just donated. Salute to Noel. Said, as long as Greer does the grocery shopping, the meal is going to suck. Now watch this, y'all. See, they ain't going to notice this because I actually disagree with that. No, let me not say I disagree with it. I'm starting to disagree with it, but I'm going to wait it out a little bit. I think Greer has made some excellent picks the last 2 years, a few excellent picks. And it makes me want to give him a pass because he alluded to the fact that the previous years before that, he kind of did it collaboratively, even when he knew he should have just put his foot down. But the last 2 years, I kind of like the picks that he making. I believe that they can amount to something, and it's making me say, well, Greer, if you're going to be the GM, stop with this crap and make sure you make them all. And let's see who you really are, because I'm liking the picks the last 2 years. Cam Smith ain't in the last 2 years. He older than that. But I'm liking what I see the last 2 years. This Patrick Paul, it's early, but it might, who knows, if it's a hit. And Jonah, bringing in Aaron Brewer, Davis on the right. I like what he did on the O-line if them 2 rookies show up and Austin Jackson get healthy. I like that. So, and it's too early to say with Kenneth Grant. Chop Robinson, nice little start. And don't get me wrong, Greer got to be held accountable for the past, but put context on it, maybe he deserves a little pass because he was just trying to be team player. Instead of being, see, I told y'all this in the past too. I told y'all the problem with the Dolphins front office is that they do things collaboratively. This collaborative thing is blown out of proportion because when you're collaborative and everybody decides together, there's no accountability. If we all say, let's go to the party, and the party starts a fight and we all get beat up, whatever it may be, nobody can be held accountable for the decision to go because we all made it. And you can't run an organization like that because you need to make sure there's checks and balances. Collaboratively means that, oh, y'all a little club. You know what I mean? That's been the problem. So when Greer came out and said, you know, I haven't done this in the past, but now I'm going to be that type of GM, that's why Mike McDaniel done had a little funky look on his face lately, saying all that crazy stuff. Because he knows Greer done put his foot down. I get the players, you coach what I get. And Mike McDaniel ain't happy with this roster, and he knows it's going to get him fired potentially. That's what's happening right now, in my opinion. See, that's not fact. I tell y'all when something not a fact, but this is what I'm deriving. This is what I believe is going on. Mike McDaniel know what time it is. He ain't happy with the roster. He ain't happy with everything that's gone down, the players they brought in and everything, but he got to coach it. And I love that mentality of Greer actually doing that. You bring the players and make the coach. We'll be able to tell if it's the personnel or the coaches. The last 2 years, I like the personnel brought in. If your scheme ain't working with those guys, then it's the coach. We need to be able to tell the difference of where the issue is coming from at every level. Every level. So I like it. So that's why that whole Greer thing, I get it. But we may want to pump the brakes a little bit and see how it plays out in that regards. Greer skates and the coaches die. Well, that's why whoever Greer's boss is has to make sure that's the structure. You're responsible for the picks. The coach is responsible for coaching it. And whether it's the owner, Tom, or whoever up there, whoever is in charge, which it should be the owner because he said Greer reports directly to him, then Ross needs to say, hey, if the players suck, that's on you. If I could tell they got talent and we calling it wrong and our scheme is bad, that's on the coach. That has to be separated. And for too long, it was a cumulative decision. Everything. So nobody can get in trouble. Nobody can get in trouble. So that's what's going on in Miami, man. I got so much more to say. But I'm about to get out of here because me and the wife, we're about to cook dinner together for the kids. Little light dinner because we having taco night. Woo! So yeah, we about to, cook in the kitchen, hang out with the kids, have a good time, maybe pop on a movie. No. I'm not doing all that. I'm cooking. We eating. We're actually not doing a movie unless we do it late night because I will be live at 7 p.m. I'll be live at 7 p.m. because Shedeur Sanders playing. And we could have had him right there where we picked Jordan Phillips. Ain't anybody heard from Jordan Phillips? But I got to watch Shedeur. I got to see how they setting them up. But I hope the kid balls. So I'll be back to watch Bryce if he plays in Shedeur at 7. If y'all want to come hang out with me when I stream these other games, we talk Dolphin, we talk everything. But I just want to kick back, relax with my family, which is y'all, and let's watch some football. So if y'all are doing the same thing, turn the volume down on your TV, turn me up, and let's kick back and chill. Comment a few times. Tell me what you think about the game, because we're gonna break it down and we're gonna have some fun and just relax. I love those streams. TDU live for Shedeur, you better know it. Because he should have been a Dolphin right now. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fans up. No matter what. My haters tell you I ain't a Dolphin fan. It's Fins up no matter what. All this terrible play and turmoil, we still Fins fans no matter what. All right, I'm going to have to give me some shirts made that say no matter what. That's what's up. Tony, the Blitz pickup in the building. That's the homie, man. Y'all want some great content, you better click on Tony. It's right there with the fire emojis in the chat. Click on him, hit subscribe to the channel, so when you get them notifications, you can go rock with them. They go live, they talk, and they filter free, baby. They filter free. That's what I love. They talk. And they let people on to talk with them sometimes. So y'all get over to the Blitz pickup. Shout out to Big C. Shout out to Miss Fins. Shout out to CB83. Shout out to the Fins Tailgate. Shout out to everybody out there, man. The Real Reason, the Big O, y'all, Dive Bar, I think is one. Oh, Douglas Durong, that's a given. It's so many. And now when I force myself to stop, but if I missed you, it's only because I got to stop. And I know I missed a million of y'all. Sideline T, K Flex in the GOAT. I mean, he's the originator. All right. Pete's Takes. Hey, that's what's up. Pete. Everybody, whoever you are, it's Dolphins Collective, man. Shout out to the crew, man. Hey, we have a ball on that show. Yeah, if y'all ain't watching the Dolphins Collective, y'all tripping. We have a good time. I ain't gonna lie. That's like my chill moment. Like I be on these streams, I be telling y'all the truth, blah blah blah. Like I'm telling it straight out. I tell the truth on there too, but I kind of chill, man. I'm like with homeboys just talking. You know, so I'm a little bit more relaxed and having fun, making jokes and all that. But that show, I ain't gonna lie, we should have been had did this. It's fire. I ain't gonna lie. We have a great time together. So y'all come check that out. The Dolphins Collective. We just dropped the episode yesterday. All right. And it's blowing up. It's going crazy. I think we probably had 6,000 or 7,000 subs already, and we've been going for 4 months. So yeah, go check that out if you haven't, which will be crazy if you haven't. You're missing out big time. It's me, Alan Poupar, Douglas Durong, and Omar Kelly. We all grace the screen together, and we have a good time, all right? Who else, man? Anybody else out there, man? Salute to your podcast. I'm not missing anybody to be a hater or anything like that, because I probably done named some of the people that don't even like me, telling you shout out to them. But it's all love. If you're a Dolphin fan, whether you agree or disagree, it's all love from over here for sure. Yeah, I can't think of right now, but I'll see y'all later. The dive bar, I think I already said them, if I'm not mistaken. If I haven't, yeah, I know the dive bar. That's for sure. All the beat writers and journalists that have shows and stuff, them too. All of them got their own thing going. And go check out their papers and stuff like that. But show some love, man. This Dolphin content is a beautiful thing. Are we going to sit here and act like 8 years ago it didn't exist? I was that Dolphin fan. Searching like, oh my gosh, Monday through Friday, here I am Tuesday, and I done seen everything that's available out there. Nothing else, no other content. Oh my gosh, hurry up, ESPN, refresh. Nothing today, nothing. Man, I ain't gonna toot my own horn, but I am gonna praise K-Flex for being the first person to even drop anything. Even though I know it was Madden a lot, but he dropped some stuff. He was talking about the Dolphins. But when me and Doug came on the scene, we didn't even know for like 3-4 months that we even existed. We both were doing our thing, grinding, starting out, man. But once we linked up, we both worked hard, man. And I'm just reflecting right now, man. We were both putting up 3, 4, 5 videos a day, just giving breaking news, different opinions, and just grinding and providing content. And we were rewarded by having a lot of y'all bless us with your time, energy, attention. And now, you know, we look down and I do say look down, and here's why. Because we're trying to grab hands and make sure that they come up too. So I don't say we look down as a derogatory way. I say we look down and we trying our best to pull as many as we can up, because unlimited content, somebody out there for everybody now in the Dolphins community. You go in the Patriots community, you rarely find creators. They still like there's some still you don't find. But in the Dolphins community, you cannot tell me you can't find content. It's, some would argue, too much now. So yeah, when you get a chance, stop by Doug and say thank you for all that you've done for the Dolphins community. Y'all already show me that kind of love, and I'm not even asking for it. But that's what it is. That's what it is. So I ain't like my wife. Like, I'm okay with my haters, but she like, forget every single one of them. Because at the end of the day, they're not grinding like you. They're not watching, and because she does a lot, man. She grinds too. Right now, she's doing a lot of stuff down there that I usually do, but I had to get this stream in because this was hot off the press. Let's talk about it. Like, all y'all hit me up on Twitter. TD, man, we want to know your thoughts on this. Yeah, let me go give it to him. But she doing her part on the other side. So that's why, man, I'm okay with it, but it ain't cool when people hate just to hate. It really ain't. I'm cool with it, but there's other people that sacrifice for this. There's other people that put work in too, so that I can do all that I can do. Same thing with Doug. He got a whole family, man. You don't think he trying to fight to get y'all as much content as possible? I know he does. He don't say it. He don't complain. He don't do this. Trust me. I know he does. Like, so if you don't like somebody, just don't watch them. But all that extra hate, it's unfair to the people watching that want to enjoy their experience on a platform. If you got to go to another platform to hate, then you should stop. Just go to the ones you like and ignore the ones you don't and say they not for you. But allow the people that are rocking with people to enjoy what they doing. Allow them to. As long as they ain't infringing on your space, allow them to. At least I urge people to try to think that way. All right. But God bless each and every single one of y'all. Let me go get this family time in and enjoy our kids. And I ask y'all to do the same. Go love on y'all family, man, and enjoy some football tonight. I'll be back. See you soon. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Thank you. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Peace. I'm out. Fins up no matter what.